I didn't think it was possible for Jeremy to be able to run from his problems, but you know, he keeps trying and he keeps running. The problem is just that karma's a lot fucking faster than this fat ass fucking whale. What's if it's the Bridge Dragon? We're back with another quartering video because he keeps trying to escape his problems. He is still banning people in his chat. He is blocking people from being able to engage with him. He has hidden his Discord, crying about how people are bullying him. But he has made some interesting changes to try and, I guess, limit his exposure to the karmic justice he's getting right now. For example, he is no longer going to be streaming on YouTube. He put out a statement saying that from now on he will be live streaming exclusively on Rumble.
I'm streaming exclusively to Rumble now and nowhere else. I don't know if that's going to change, but my plan right now is to try to put everyone in one spot. And I haven't made any announcements like in standalone videos yet because I'm not sure what the new time slot is going to look like.
He's also changed the time slot from 2 p.m. to 9 a.m. He says it's because he wants to try and get a new audience, but I think it's because he's trying to avoid the people that would normally be on his ass at 2 p.m. It's a very strange change. And it wasn't a good call either because the last 2 days he's claimed to be streaming at 9 a.m. He hasn't made it. He has been streaming at 10, 11, 12 p.m. So I don't think whatever he was trying to accomplish has been successful. Aside from running from live streaming and hiding in his hug box, he has also decided to start taking sponsorships for competitive coffee brands. The trademark on his coffee company has expired. So if you want to go and make a company called CBC, you can because he can't claim ownership anymore. He's let it expire. So I guess he's just going to try to sell the rest of his stock and then shutter his coffee company because it seems like it's on the ropes anyways, but he is shilling coffee from a competitor's brand. He did an ad read for 1775 coffee, and his claim as to why he played it is because they have mushroom-based coffee that will make you invincible and de-age you. However, he also read the ad read that included a dark and medium roast of theirs, which is exactly what he sells. So he's just pointing people to go buy shit from a competitor rather than buying his shitty coffee.
Hey, by the way, huge shout out to if you still haven't tried 1775 coffee, now is your shot. The 1775 starter kit just dropped only 1,000 units. You're getting that bold dark roast that hits hard, the smooth medium roast, and the Vitality mushroom coffee for clean energy and laser focus with no crash. Highly recommend the mushroom coffee. I don't have mushroom coffee, so I'm happy to shout out their mushroom blend.
He's so desperate for cash that he's willing to do that. Or the working theory is because 75 Coffee is a Rumble exclusive, Rumble's making him read it if he wants to get his payout. Either way, it's an incredibly bad look to be taking ads from your competitors. And on top of that, he's banning people in his live stream chat for saying that they bought products from the other company because of his ad read. That's like the whole point of the ad read, so I don't really know why he's mad about it, but I mean, here we are. Now, in regards to the Discord statement, this was incredibly pathetic. Quartering put this up last night and somebody screenshotted it, so we have access to most of the statement. It says, "Hey everyone, I know a lot of people are reaching out to see how I'm doing over this insane hate mob. Ain't nobody reaching out, brother. I'm not gonna lie, it's been very stressful to see people who called themselves my friend tell me to end my life for clicks. I'm so thankful for all of you, and leaving Twitter was a very good thing for my mental health. I'm praying every day now and just trying to focus on the viewers who support me over this insane hate mob. This will pass, but in the meantime, a huge thing you can do to help me out is make sure when I post a YouTube video, just check it out if you want to, and if you like it, drop a like and a comment. You don't have to. YouTube has my channel in the gulag, and it's only posting the hate videos, so lots of people are not even seeing them. And I just hope you'll continue to check," and then it cuts off. So, couple things here, Jer Bear. First of all, nobody actively involved in this drama is telling you to take your life. They're crazy weirdos on Facebook. He's only provided one picture, one screenshot of a Facebook account that could very easily just be him pretending to be someone, or he asked one of his friends to write some bullshit message. We have no other proof besides that and a couple other random DMs from strangers. I haven't seen any of his former friends telling him to take his life. In fact, I've seen former friends, former co-hosts of his even, tell him he needs to get his shit straight and get his life in order, which is what everyone's been trying to tell him, and he's just been actively ignoring. People he's known for over a decade telling him he's gotta stop this flag a tree bullshit, stop lying, take accountability for what he did, and move on. And he's not listening to them. Second, he says he left Twitter and it was a very good thing for his mental health. He never left. He's still actively monitoring the drama on his alt account, and we know this because Yellow Flash pointed that out. He pointed out that Quartering was saying that he's gonna get a new video out of Quartering talking about Flash, and he mentioned specifically things that Flash has been tweeting since quartering deleted his main account. So we know that he's still seeing this shit and still engaging with it. Third of all, the insane hate mob. Here's the thing. Why do they hate you? Why are they mad at you? It's not because you talked about Jews. I don't know where he got that from. And it's not for no reason. He is actively obtuse and pretending like he doesn't understand what's going on, much like Chrissy Mayer pretending she doesn't understand why people are mad at Jeremy and why Brittany Venti is upset with her. He is unwilling to acknowledge it because he can't ever be wrong, unless he absolutely has to be, like when Nerdrotic and Geeks and Gamers called him out for his bullshit behavior, saying that all their accounts are dying, trying to get some free clicks. Because all this is to Jeremy is money. He is a joke of a human being. And last but not least, him begging people to click on his video because YouTube's put his channel in the gulag is also bullshit. The reason why all of the videos making fun of you and dunking on you are getting more traction than the shit you're putting out is because that's what people are clicking on. That's what people want to see. YouTube is just following the numbers and their algorithm is doing what it's supposed to do, which is putting out content based on the search result that people are actually trying to engage with. Nobody's gonna watch your 19th video about McDonald's or black fatigue or bitching about women or bitching about woke. Otherwise, you'd be getting more than 20,000 views on your videos right now. This whole crybaby statement is so pathetic, aside from the fact that we know nobody's checking on him and nobody actually cares. The only other thing I wanted to talk about was a confrontation in which Jeremy ran away and pretended like he didn't do nothing wrong when he was confronted by Lauren Southern. Now, I don't know much about her other than the fact that she fucked Destiny. And she has said such fucked up shit that she's been banned from multiple countries. And I only know that because I read the Substack article she made about Jeremy. I don't want to know what she said that got her banned from multiple countries, but that's some psychotic freak shit. Regardless, she made this article discussing her experience going to America Fest 25 and her confronting quartering over a fucked up video that he made. She accused Andrew Tate of assault, and she is currently in active litigation against him because of this assault, among other things that Tate's done and she is providing information and support for. Jeremy, in particular, gets called out alongside Tim Pool, and she says that Jeremy had put up this fucked up video where in the thumbnail, he uses AI to make her look like she's pregnant with Andrew Tate's child. I feel like it's incredibly disgusting behavior to not even Photoshop, but to AI somebody with their abusers being pregnant with their child. That's just so fucking vile and unnecessary, and you think you're being edgy, but it's really just tasteless. There's a difference between edgy humor and just being an asshole, and honestly, I feel like this falls into asshole territory. I don't think most well-adjusted people would do that, especially when it's on a case you don't have the facts on. So she calls out Jeremy for not even trying to get the information about the case in general. She says in this article, which by the way, you have got to read it, the whole thing is an incredible expose, but what she says here is, there was no evidence presented to their audience, Jeremy and Tim's, about the case. I never got a phone call, text, or email for a statement. No invitation to respond, nothing. Despite both of them having known me personally for years, Tim for over a decade. But I think they understood something very important. Accuracy doesn't matter in this ecosystem. They haven't cultivated audiences that consume long-form nuance or thoughtful analysis. They've cultivated audiences trained to absorb pre-packaged opinions about headlines like babies being airplane-fed orange paste. There is perhaps no more profitable internet headline than dumb bitch lies about rape. So she does continue on and says that what this boils down to is Jeremy was being a petty asshole because she refused his job offer to come on his podcast for $200 whole a week. What a fucking bargain, man. What a deal. I can only assume the reason why Melanie and Hannah were getting $500 per appearance is because he was on his hands and knees begging them to come on. He needed somebody to show up. For him to only offer $200 to somebody else, man, fuck you, what a bitch. Anyway, she says that she saw his booth, this dingy little hut in the back corner of this space that was a fire hazard, and she thought about confronting him, opted not to. And then she went to dinner a couple days later. She went to dinner the next day and saw him in the restaurant in the back corner with Melanie, Hannah, and a few other coworkers from Tim Pool's podcast shit. And so she decided to go and confront him. She says here, I grabbed a chair from a nearby high top, dragged it across the floor, and slid directly across from Jeremy with a grin. Well, look who it is. Jeremy looked like he'd just seen a ghost. He physically tried looking away from me. So, I said, still smiling, why'd you make that video about me? What video? You know, the one where you AI edited me pregnant with Andrew Tate's child. Oh, he shrugged awkwardly. That's just the business. You get it. No, not really. I actually don't. Why did you lie and tell your audience I never went to the hospital or the police? Well, he stammered, I don't really know the case that well. It's incomplete. I blinked at him. Then why did you make a video about it? The table had gone almost completely silent at this point. I did go to the police. I did go to the hospital. And I'm literally testifying in multiple cases. Oh, really? He muttered. I didn't know that. Well, it wasn't really about that anyways. I heard you were talking shit about me in some group chat. I actually laughed. Wait, you made a video lying about a human trafficking case, called me a whore, and edited me pregnant because you heard I said something mean about you in a group chat? Yeah, he said defensively. I don't like being betrayed.
Pathetic.
At this point, the entire table was frozen in awkward silence while I leaned forward, pressing him for answers. Jeremy sat fumbling with his phone while his co-host Melanie Mack stared at him from the side with the expression of someone watching a slow-motion car accident. He scrolled for what felt like several full minutes before finally sighing. I don't know, I can't find it. Anyways, when the case is done, I'll make an apology video, okay? Yeah, sure, buddy, I said. We'll see if that ever happens. I will, he insisted. I mean it. I didn't believe him then, and I definitely don't believe him now. She then goes on to say that a new investigation involving additional evidence got started, so it's been delayed, and we have no idea how long it'll take. She's saying it's been delayed another year, but it could go longer than that as more information comes out, as these situations often go. For one thing, I don't think the quartering needs to wait until the case is done to make an apology video. I think he should probably address this sooner rather than later, because this is absolute reprobate behavior. You deliberately took advantage of a situation you knew nothing about so that you could make a quick buck, claiming that somebody is lying about being assaulted by a known human trafficker. I don't know if he's standing by Tate because they're both bald or because he wants the life that Andrew has, trafficking young girls and stealing passports so that he can make a shitload of money while dunking on women existing. I don't know what Tate's deal is. I just know that he's a disgusting piece of shit and needs to rot in hell for a few centuries, you know, just one woman's opinion. But the fact that he was willing to do all that he made that fucked up thumbnail of her, and then to go and when confronted, pretend to try and find this evidence of this group chat where she made fun of him. The free speech absolutist, the free speech warrior, the guy who cut his teeth on the era of YouTube that was the most edgy and most unhinged, got his feelings hurt because a woman was talking about him behind his back. Jeremy, are you 12? It's not high school anymore, dude. Why are you willingly making fun of and accusing somebody of lying about a case, lying about them going to the hospital or the police when she did all of those things, according to her? And then as soon as you get confronted about it, you back off, you use weasel words, your belly goes up, and you pretend you didn't do nothing wrong. You're trying to act like you were justified in treating her like shit and making fun of her online and having your audience laugh at her with you because she said mean things about you in a group chat, because she didn't want to take your shitty $200 a week gig that you offered her. The whole thing is just depraved and pathetic, like everything Jeremy does. But I just wanted to talk about it because when I was reading the Substack article, I was just taken aback by the content of it. And I wanted to give a longer form update because it was important to me that you guys understand why he pisses me off so much. Like, he is a deeply annoying, deeply fucked up person who can't pry his lips from the whiskey bottle for even half a second to try and think clearly about the decisions he's making. He deserves everything happening to him. And the fact that he still refuses to acknowledge doing anything wrong just solidifies that for me. So I'm gonna remember that when I have to inevitably make more quartering content and I think to myself, oh, maybe I shouldn't. I should back off. Everyone else is going after him so hard. I don't need to add to that. No, I have thoughts and opinions about this, and I'm gonna talk about it because fuck Jeremy. What a dick. Anyway, that's it for this one, and I'll see you guys in the next one. It won't be a Jeremy video. You guys know the rule. Only 2 videos on the same topic in a row. Let me have a break so I try to regenerate some brain cells, and then we'll probably be back to Jeremy after that. So I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye.